Good day everyone, Sean here from Survival Canada. 705 Woodsman in Survival Canada. I'm here to show you guys how to do friction fire with using a bow drill. I've already got all my components done. My hearth board, everything's made of cedar except for my bearing block, which is made out of deer antler. And it's where is it here? Sorry, I'm not out in the bush today. I'm in my backyard doing this. So I've just used a piece of deer antler here, which it's been painted on it. Deer's been painted on it, but you can see I've got my pivot here, divot for my bearing block for the top of the spindle, which I've left over there. Sorry about that. So my spindle's here, my hearth board, which I've already gouged out and didn't have burning and cut my notch in. You can see right here. The reason for the notch is to let your, as you're spinning your spindle with the bow, it creates a fine particle dust of char, which falls down into your notch. And eventually, once you get working that spindle really hard and really fast, it'll create some embers, and it'll fall down and start to burn that char. So that char typically acts, well, is your tinder. So cedar hearth board, which I went and picked up a couple days ago in the bush, in a very wet area, mind you. I looked for dead standing cedars. Cedar and pine is probably the best, or dogwood is the best to use in our area, which is in the Ontario region, for bow drill. It's a nice soft wood and dry. But yeah, I looked for a dead standing to get my components from in a very wet, swampy area. So even if it is wet and raining out all the time, I looked for some dead standing. They'll be typically dry on the inside. Nice straight spindle, well, as straight as I could get it. Just what I call a feather board to lay my hearth board on top of to collect the embers, and then a natural curved bow. People walking behind us there, and the dogs are nuts. So, anyways, there's my bow and my paracord. So I'm gonna cheat because I am at home in my backyard, and so for my bird's nest, I'm just gonna use some newspaper. There's not too much dry tinder around my place right now, so I'll just makeshift a bird's nest here out of newspaper, which typically acts very similar to dry tinder in the wild. So I'll just wrap that around like such and keep wrapping it. Create my own little bird's nest here out of newspaper. So just like such. So I'll get set up here, and I just use one of my favorite knives, bushcraft knives to use is this Buck, made by Buck. I got it from Canadian Tire. Comes with a Kydex sheath and fire steel built right into it. Very handy. I believe it's about 3/16 inch tang, full tang, and very durable. Haven't had any issues with it. I've had it for about 2 years now, so the only thing I have to do is keep putting the edge back on it every now and then. So let's get rocking. Get rocking here with this. So I'm going to work backwards so you guys can see where I'm working at here. Caliber again. So what you want to do is wrap your spindle in so that it's on the outside of your rope. I'll get set up here. My bearing block. Hopefully you guys can see all that. And then I steady that board with that. Kelly, out please. Kelly, get. And I just start off slow, a little bit of pressure. Get the heat. The heat going in the wood there. Just take your time, don't overexert yourself. See the smoke starting? Go hard here for as long as I can. It's a good workout. You can see there I got smoke going. It's going pretty good. So I'm going to put it in my bird's nest carefully. Just let it continue to smolder here. Oh, it's just a good workout. You see it smoking there. And all you want to do is close that in. And there we go. Just like that, we've got our flames, and then from there you'd start putting on your sticks and your. So normally we start off with lead size sticks and then up to pencil size and then bigger and bigger. So ultimately our tinder bundle's going there, our bird's nest. Burning up real nice. And we'd throw our sticks on top. Like I said, again, that's all out of cinder, or cedar, sorry. See my face here, and that's still burning away. Flames going again. Now this would burn up really nice if I had some lumber and firewood to put on top of it. But I said I'm in the city here, so it was a beautiful day out. I wanted to do a video on the bow drill. So I said your components is your bow and string. Want something with a nice natural curve in it. Your hearth board, which is about yay thin, but I'd say the thickness of my thumb or hand in thickness. The divot carved into it, and a notch for your ember and tinder to fall out of. Feather board to catch your tinder and your ember once it's going, and your spindle. I said all my components are made out of cedar, which is a fantastic material to use for your bow drill. And I got it out of a very swampy area, so even when it's wet, you can still
make friction fire with the wet wood. I cheated a little bit and used a piece of deer antler, which, I mean, you could find in the bush. I found these in the bush, so but if not, I'd use a piece of real hard wood or a natural, like a rock with a natural divot in it. So anyways, stay tuned for more instructional videos, shelter building, smoke signals, wild edibles, and more fire starting skills in our following videos to come. Enjoy this beautiful Easter Monday, people, and stay tuned. We look forward to giving you some more videos in the weeks to come. Cheers, everyone.